Oh, Doyle, I'm sorry we waited this long to get you drafted. Now, as they're coming in, I will tell you that this is part of Jewish family tradition is they do a play at home and then they have good food.
Are you married?
Oh, you want to do it?
Well, I have a director's instruction.
Okay, go for it.
Okay. When he places people, they're new, they haven't even practiced. All right, we need Vashti. Get up there with the king over here. You're up here. Come on, Elizabeth, get. No, what are we talking about? Sass. I need sass.
Did you get Elizabeth's mother yet?
Oh, no.
Well,
Well, yes.
don't listen, Vashti. We're gonna throw you out in a minute, so you just better behave yourself.
And if she's not here soon.
Okay, where's
Visit.
everybody else go? This is it? We're starting here? Okay, all right. This is my first time. How you doing, King Ahasuerus? Did you want to narrate? She does. I'm gonna get corrected the whole time. Ahasuerus. Okay, all right, where's her mom?
She's our nursery worker, so she's got to come from the nursery.
You know your part? Okay.
So it's hard.
Be dramatic. He's Ahasuerus. This is King Ahasuerus.
So is that a souvenir from this people?
Yes.
Okay.
Okay,
Okay,
okay.
here they come.
Okay, oh, more children. Oh, we need some more noisemakers. All right, has everybody got an appropriate noisemaker? Respectful participation. Some of Haman's friends are from the Orient, from Korea. He's not even paying attention. Okay, are we ready now? I was talking about how one of Haman's friends from Korea. Okay, are we ready now? Okay. Okay, here we go. All right, I'm the narrator. That's my character. A long, long time ago, during the reign of King Ahasuerus, wait, raise your hand. Raise your hand, okay. Over Babylon, there lived a lovely and beautiful girl named Esther. Esther was a Jew who was taken along with many of her people from their home in Jerusalem to Babylon. In those days, King Ahasuerus called for a royal banquet. Elizabeth, you pay attention? Okay, good. I mean, Vashti. A royal banquet and asked for his queen Vashti to come before the king wearing her royal crown, right? And in order that she might show her beauty to all the people and officials. However, Queen Vashti refused to come at the king's request.
No.
There you go. This made King Ahasuerus very angry.
That stubborn Vashti, I'm quite angry with her. What now shall I do? She has made a public spectacle of me and has set a very bad example for all the women in the kingdom.
Now, the king consulted with his closest friends and counselors. Get over there, you're a friend. Aren't you a friend? Get over, act like one. Pretend like you're one. Consult with the king. Tell him what he should do to old Vashti. Hey, no, go tell him. Yeah. You've got to get rid of her, is what you're going to say. And the counselors, and it was decided that Queen Vashti should be relieved of her royal duty as queen and would never be allowed before the king again.
Okay, get her out of there.
You're done. Very good. That was sassy. Okay. Now, after a short time, his servants suggested that a kingdom-wide search be conducted for a new queen. King Ahasuerus thought it was a very good idea and sent out a royal decree appointing officers in every town to look for the most beautiful women. This is where we meet Esther, but she's getting dressed right now. She was living with her uncle Mordecai, who had taken her as his own daughter when her parents had died. Here she is. There she goes. Where's Mordecai? Oh, you got to take her in as your own. All right. Okay, yes, okay. Esther was both lovely and beautiful, and a certain official picked her as a candidate to be queen. But Mordecai instructed Esther not to reveal that she was a Jew to anyone in the king's palace. So you're supposed to instruct Mordecai. Tell her. You tell her, daughter.
You don't have to tell her out loud.
Okay, don't tell anybody. Now, each young woman was given a turn to go before the king Ahasuerus so he could see whom he liked the most. When Esther's turn came, she found great favor with the king when she got her robes on, and all who saw her.
I set the royal crown upon your feet, Esther, and make you queen. I, King Ahasuerus, decree a great feast, the Feast of Esther, and declare it an official holiday in your honor, my beautiful new queen.
Sometime later, Mordecai sat within the king's gate and overheard an evil plot. Mordecai.
I overheard two of the king's helpers plotting to kill King Ahasuerus because they were angry with him. I must tell Esther so that no harm comes to him.
I told the king of this evil plot in your name, Mordecai. And when the matter was investigated, it was found that indeed you were right. Both of the men who sought to kill the king were hanged. It has been reported that you have saved the king.
Way to go! After these things, the king promoted a man named Haman to be over all the princes of the kingdom. Everyone within the king's gate bowed and paid homage to Haman, except Mordecai, who would not bow because he was a Jew, and it was not right to bow to any person, but only to the one true God.
I am so angry at the sight of Mordecai the Jew, who does not bow to me or pay any respect to my position. I wish he were dead, but it would not be good enough for just Mordecai to die. I want all of his people, the Jews, dead. I need to pull a Hitler. I must think of a way to kill them all. Oh, wise king, the Jewish people spread throughout your kingdom, and their ways are not like all the other peoples. It is not fitting to let these Jews remain alive. You should send out a decree that all the Jewish people in your kingdom should be killed.
Haman, whatever you think is a good idea, you are equipped to do. So I will sign a letter that states that all the Jews shall be killed.
Now, when Mordecai learned of all of this, he tore his clothes and put on a sackcloth and went out in the midst of the city crying loudly. Then Mordecai went to see Esther. Yes, after he dried up a little, he went to see Esther. She's over there, Mordecai. She looks just like your daughter, over there, right there.
Queen Esther, the evil Haman has convinced the king to send out a decree that will kill all the Jews in this land. You must go before the king, even though it is against the law for you to go into his presence without an invitation, and plead for your people. If you remain silent, relief and deliverance will arise for the Jews from another place, but you and your family will perish. Who knows? Maybe you have come into the kingdom for such a time as this.
Go and gather all the Jews and fast with me. I will fast too, neither eat, not drink for 3 days. And when our fast is done, I will go before the king, which is against law. If I perish, I perish.
Now it happened that on the third day that Esther put on her royal robes and stood in the inner court of the king's palace, while the king sat on his throne, and when he saw Esther standing before him, she found favor in his sight, and he held out his scepter towards her to touch his scepter. There you go.
My beautiful queen, what is your request? What do you want, my lovely Queen Esther? It shall be given to you, up to half my kingdom.
If it pleases you, O king, I would like for you and Haman to join me for a banquet that I have prepared.
Bring Haman.
Who's making me happy?
And he and I will go to the banquet that Esther has prepared.
Now, at the banquet, the king asked Queen Esther what she wanted. Esther simply asked the king and Haman to join her the next night for another banquet, that is, if it pleased him. So Haman went out the next day. He was very happy, of course, until he saw Mordecai.
You ridiculous man! You refuse to bow before me? I am the most powerful man in this town, and I eat with the king and Queen Esther, but you refuse to tremble before me. I must go home and talk to my wife and my friends. What to do about you?
Yeah, honey.
Come on, friends.
Come on, friends.
I have great riches and many children. Have been promoted above all the men in the land, by the king. But all gets me nothing as long as I see this Jew Mordecai sitting in the king's gate.
Well, honey, why don't you suggest to the king that a gallows be made for Mordecai to be hanged on? When he is dead, he will not mock you any longer.
Oh, wife, this idea pleases me. I will go to my banquet with the king and suggest Mordecai to be killed at once.
Now, that night, the king could not sleep. King, you can't sleep. Yeah, there you go. Oh, he can't sleep. He's so frustrated he can't sleep. Show frustration. Rub your eyes. There you go. So he commanded that the book of records be opened and read aloud to him. It's like a bedtime story, only not as interesting. It was found in these records how Mordecai had discovered the plot to kill King Ahasuerus and that he had saved the king's life. King?
What honor has been given to this Mordecai who saved my life? Have we given him any reward for the good thing he has done?
Josh, say nothing.
Nothing.
There you go. So the king decided that a royal robe which he had worn and a horse which he had ridden would be delivered to Mordecai as a reward for saving the king. To Haman's shock, he had to be the one to deliver these things to Mordecai.
Here.
You have lines. Hey, you have a line.
Here. Take that. Oh, how horrible! I'm going back to my house quickly because I'm crying and mourning. I'm going to go home and bite my pillow.
Soon, it was time for Haman to return to the palace for the banquet which Esther had prepared for the king and him while they were dining.
Queen Esther, what is your request? What is your petition? What may I do for you? Whatever you ask, it will be done.
If I have favor in your sight, O king, and if it pleases you, let my life be given to me in the lives of my people. For a decree has gone out, all of us are to be killed for money and not one of us to remain alive.
Who has done such a thing? Where is this man that would presume to do such a horrible thing?
It is he.
The king, who was sitting down, immediately arose with anger and went out from the banquet. Haman was terrified and quivered with fear because he knew the king was very angry with him. Now, a servant in the king's palace said, "Look," point, Josh, just point out that way. Point anywhere, okay. And he said, "Look, the gallows that Haman prepared for Mordecai, the man who did goods on the king's behalf." No, Mordecai.
No, they said Haman before
No.
that. They were slow.
Oh, look, the gallows that Haman prepared for Mordecai, the man who did good on the king's behalf, are still there.
Hang Haman!
No! No! You're gonna get me alive!
Hey, Haman, come on back.
Like the lap.
Okay, could you get over there by the gallows and please hang? So they hanged Haman on the very gallows that he prepared for Mordecai. However, the Jews were still in trouble because of the decree that they should be killed. Once a decree was made, no one, not even the king could take it back. Queen Esther, oh sorry, go ahead.
Queen Esther, write a decree yourself to all the Jews, giving them the right to defend themselves against those who try to kill them. Send a copy of this letter out to every city and every town in my kingdom.
Then all the Jewish people were happy and filled with gladness and joy. Every city celebrated with a feast, declaring the day a holiday. Afterwards, the Jews fought and destroyed all their enemies, and many people came to know God because of this. Yay!
Yay, actors!
Mordecai did a great job.
Thank you! Thank you! What a wonderful performance it was!
Sure.
Thank
Well,
you,
Father,
thank
thank you for the fun time. Lord, we do just ask you to bless this food, nourish our bodies in the fellowship while we enjoy it in Jesus' name.